Oh, and thank you, Miss Yolanda. Salute for bringing all that good R&B troops in the building. Know what I'm saying? It was some good R&B from the fellas in the building. Just sent those releases last week, so I had a chance to be off this Sunday to kind of share those with you. I said the next Sunday I get off, I'm dedicating it to the R&B souls and kings and queens of this business. You know what I'm talking about? The show business, the music business. You know what I'm talking about? Boss said he got to talk about that music industry, leadership, with how to overcome stage fright. And TOHP is on top of it already stating that he would be nervous. Why? You sound so confident. See, this is the thing. We got to sound as confident on the radio as we sound in person, because that's the image that you put in your audience mind when you perform that song. They're going to want and expect that same sound. That same emphasis, that same energy, that same confidence. And mind you, that sometimes we, as artists, and we know as cold as we are, we do this, try to make it better on stage than we do off stage. It's easy to get in there by yourself, but I've had the total opposite experience, Noriega. I've had an experience where I went in the studio and was nervous. And I heard myself as I was speaking. Like, not now, but like when I put the headphones on and I turned the sounds on. I'm already set for how I want it to sound before I even lay the track down, which is cool through BandLab, but that's a whole nother show. Or interview for somebody, because that'd be cool if they ask me stuff like that. Yeah. Had a total opposite. But like when I get in front of a whole bunch of people, I'm not nervous like that. It's like the total opposite for me. But I don't know. It might be weird to some, but I thought I'd share that. But nervousness is normal. But you dreamt it all your life though. Like, why do you become nervous? It's like you stage fright, believe it or not, is a real feeling. It is real to the artists. And we're going to talk about that. So without further ado, I ain't going to ruin this because I will love this complacent. Okay. Because when you see all the people staring back at you. Oh, that part. What would it feel like? And I'm asking everybody this, because y'all got some good music. Could y'all give that same energy back to your audience? That's my question. Because when you see all the people staring back at you, I don't want to mess up. I'm about perfection. Uh-oh. We got a melancholy in the room. Baby! Perfection. Yes. Practice makes that happen. The more you practice standing on a stage with people staring back at you, the more it'll become comfortable for you. Just like it came comfortable for you to record yourself and make beats or whatever. And I know you had some type of nervousness, maybe not, but I know I did, in making sure that it sounded right. Me too, King. That was really my biggest thing. Does it sound right? Did I put enough in it that I should have? Yeah. What would it feel like then to hear them sing the lyrics back to you? Oh, that's a huge one. But don't let me ruin this. Talk about those two questions I said in the chat room. Let's get some EDU in our lives, y'all. How to overcome stage fright. We're going to find that at blog.reverbnation.com/2021/12/14/how-to-overcome-stage-fright. You dreamt of this moment 1,000 times. What would it feel like to step on stage and look into the audience to see all those excited faces staring back at you? You've thought about what it would feel like to hear them sing your lyrics back to you, to see them swaying along to the music. But when you open your eyes, the reality is all but the magic you hoped for. In fact, when you actually step on stage, you're kind of terrified. Sweaty palms, stomach in knots, heart threatening to beat right out of your chest, and you realize you're nervous. Like crazy nervous. Every fear and doubt you ever had about yourself is flooding your mind right now and you're freaking out. I say, don't do that. Sound familiar? Stage fright, believe it or not, affects more musicians than you might think. In fact, most musicians will feel some kind of healthy anxiety before taking the stage, but for others, it can feel almost paralyzing, keeping them from doing the performances that they not only want to do, but need to do to expand their career. And while a healthy amount of fear is a good sign that you actually care about what you're doing, you also probably would like to take the stage and actually enjoy it instead of wanting to run as far away as possible. So, here are a few ways you can fight back and start loving the stage. Reframe how you think about fear. Believe it or not, fear and excitement are actually rooted in the same emotions, and they create the same response in our bodies. Think about it. If you're excited, what do you feel? Heart races, palms sweat, stomach in knots. And when you're afraid, heart races, palms sweat, stomach in knots. It's the same thing. Our body responds the same exact way to both things. The only difference is the story we tell ourselves as to why it's happening. No, now, I'm not saying if you're in an actual dangerous situation, you should try to trick yourself that it's exciting, although many adrenaline junkies do just that. But rather, when our bodies begin to feel that nagging doubt that precedes a freak out and we're not actually in danger, try to reframe it. In this case, when you get ready to step on stage, instead of thinking, this is terrifying, what if I suck? They're all going to laugh at me. Think, this is exciting. I get to do what I love in front of a paying audience. I get to have fun and hang out with my friends. This is going to be awesome. Go a step further and actually say it out loud too. I know I was loud enough, so I guess that covers us all. The rephrase is mine. So I know it might feel silly, but it increases the effectiveness times 10. It can feel a little weird and even a little forced at first. But as someone who has tried this firsthand when nervous, I can tell you it really does work. And the more you do it, the more you train your mind to view this as an exciting opportunity instead of a crazy one. Develop a pre-show and post-show routine. In my opinion, a lot of these fears stem from the unknown and the general lack of control around them. I'm going to take a sip on that. If you can develop a consistent, calming routine pre-show to get you in the right mindset, as well as a post-show routine to celebrate your success, then you're on the right track. Think about what's going to keep you the most calm and make you the happiest and implement it. For instance, maybe it's meditation, or maybe it's that you spend the afternoon before the show alone binging TV shows. Maybe you blast your favorite song and dance around to get the nerves out. I'm a big fan of that one. Develop a routine that works for you. Then create a post-show reward. I'm big on rewarding ourselves for the tough things we've done. So if this were me, I might say, after this show, you're going to treat yourself to an ice cream sundae. Or after this show, you get to sleep in tomorrow and wake up as late as you want. Which that is not true on my end. I am reading the blog. Having something to look forward to and recognizing yourself for a job well done is incredibly important. Looking for your next gig? Search Reverb Nation opportunities today. Practice makes perfect. The more prepared you are, the less anxious you feel. It's just a fact. So if you're feeling anxious about getting on stage, one of the steps you can take is to simply practice more. Practice your instrument, practice as a band, practice the type of banter you'll have from the stage, and practice how you'll move. I am certain the more prepared you feel and the more you put that into practice, the more confident you'll feel. Ultimately, you have to get out there and put all this good advice to use. You can overthink it until you're blue in the face, although that's what got you here. But at some point, you have to get out there, get back on the stage, and put all of this to practice. The only way to combat stage fright is to go out there over and over again, see that nothing horrific is happening, or that if your worst fears happened, they weren't actually that bad, and keep going. I'm going to read that again. The only way to combat any fright in your life is to go out there over and over again, see nothing horrific is happening, or that if the worst fears happens, they aren't actually that bad, and keep going. This is the same way I've approached every obstacle I've come up against, and I can tell you it really does work. For instance, I used to hate phone calls. I don't love them. I still don't love them, but I no longer turn into a ball of nerves and give myself headaches every time someone suggests one. They used to cause me so much anxiety. So I forced myself to get on the phone a lot. I actually would suggest a call when an artist get in touch about working together or someone wanted to connect. I forced myself to work through the discomfort, and now it's totally second nature. Remember, this is your moment to shine on stage, so own it. Angela is the founder and founder. Why do I say father? Founder and CDO of Muddy Paw PR. She loves baked goods, a good book, and hanging with her dog Sawyer. And that is our EDU for our lives. Hey, next. Rock it out with the ladies. We got that Naya smoking peace joint with that Sever called Pain. And then we got some Miss Fabulous Elena Lay with some Christmas stuff. So y'all stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.
Program at the Dre's Radio Cafe. You got a banging cut that you want to be heard? Got a show coming up? A gig? You want to sell some products? You name it. Send it to Dre's Radio Cafe. Dre's Radio Cafe is a 24/7 internet radio station designed with you in mind. By being heard by 150,000 listeners every month. What does that mean to you? That means more than just going to YouTube, more than just going to Google, more than just having SoundCloud up, more than just having any of them other programs set up. Alright? So check this out. What I want you to do is send your banging cuts, your ads, anything that you have involved that you want to get involved with to DREZEY21@yahoo.com. That's DREZEY21@yahoo.com. That's Dre's Radio Cafe, 24/7 radio, designed with you in mind. What y'all sipping on? Let's go.
I just wanna smoke my weed in peace. No, you cannot, don't bother me. I just wanna smoke my weed in peace. I'm tired of all these crazy dreams. I don't wanna fight no more. I don't wanna fight no more. We all need the same. I just wanna smoke my weed in peace. I just wanna smoke my weed in peace.
Hey, yo, Flory, turn me up.
Pain in my heart, trying to see where I can start, trying to see how to live, trying to do my best, trying to stay out the way. I know this life ain't safe. All I know is that I got all this pain, trying to keep my mind from going insane. You hurt my heart back, you broke me down, you left me scarred. Don't know what to do, don't know what to say, don't know. I'm trying.